We are live right now, I believe, and we are about to kick off our first AMA Sinovate session, which is one of the most innovative game changer projects in the technology space. I'm very excited right now to have the valuable members of the Sinovate team here with me in this virtual meetup. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Barış. I'm the general manager of a few radio stations in Turkey. They're operating in sports, traffic, news, and music categories. But apart from my profession, I'm also very interested in economics, technology, and of course, crypto industry. So I'll be moderating this Zoom session. I'll try to do my best. And throughout the night, you'll be able to ask the Sinovate team anything you like. So I already have some questions with me, which are coming from the Sinovate Discord channel. You can contribute in this session with your questions from YouTube or Discord so that I can deliver them to the team as well. First of all, I'd like to thank to Jaden. Jaden is from the Netherlands. He's technically orchestrating this session and he'll be assisting me all the way through. He did a lot for this event. So Jaden, thank you for this wonderful job, and please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hi, thank you. I'm Jaden, a young crypto enthusiast from the Netherlands, and I'm mainly specialized in videos and this live stream, of course. Thank you for having me here.
Great, thank you. So now to jump into the AMA session, I'd like to pass the ball to Tamer, who is a very close friend of mine, also Turkish, and he is very well known as Cryptlander in the community. Cryptlander is the co-founder of Sinovate and currently operating as operation manager. Cryptlander, can you please tell us about the history of Sinovate? What are the objectives? What are the goals of this crypto project? And then maybe everyone can introduce themselves briefly again to our viewers.
Wonderful. Thank you, Barış Ertuğ, for hosting and moderating our first live AMA session. Barış is a famous Turkish journalist, a crypto enthusiast, and a very successful speaker and host. He recently hosted Streaming with Adam Beck, and he's also one of our advisors. Welcome to you too, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to be here today. Finally, we're ready to show ourselves to the crypto space, and we are more than happy to answer all of your questions in this Ask Me Anything session. Welcome, and thanks to everyone who is watching and will be watching us. First, I would like to introduce our team members, and then I will make a short introduction about Sinovate. I'm the operation manager and one of the community leaders known as Cryptlander. Here are our operators, the most important guys. I want to start with our head of development, Juantan Nguyen, aka XTDev, but we call him also Sintoshi. XTDev is the innovator of Infinity Nodes, and he's a big data specialist. Thank you for being with us today. Welcome, and please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Please allow me to present myself. I am Juantan Nguyen, work as big data specialist in Paris, enthusiasm with the blockchain technologies. So I'm very happy to be here to meet you and to talk about our great project, Sinovate. Thank you.
Thank you, XTDev. I want to continue with Giacomo Milligan, aka Giaki 3003. Giaki is our lead developer, and he's the other half of our robust core development. He's a very experienced and talented custom blockchain developer who works with his passion for bringing innovations for the cryptocurrency space and for Sinovate. Happy to have you with us, and welcome, mate. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, as Tam already introduced me, I'm Jackie 303. I'm an experienced cryptocurrency developer, and I'm very excited to be here with you today. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jackie. Atif Karaoğlu, aka Hardware Wise, is one of our behind-the-scene heroes, and he's the developer of our great-looking Qt wallet. Welcome, Atif.
Hi, everyone. I am happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Atif. Wayne Saint Ledger, aka Crypto Ants Marketing. He is our marketing director and the responsible guy for all of our marketing operations. Welcome, mate.
How you doing? Thanks. Yeah, I'm from Ireland, experience in marketing and in cryptocurrency, and I'm delighted to be here as part of the Sinovate team. Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you. Bruyuk is one of our community leaders, technical advisor, one of the greatest supporters, and also professor in artificial intelligence. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Tamer, and I'm very glad to be here and see you on the start.
Thank you. Remy is our longtime team member, our quality manager, French ambassador, and investor. Welcome and nice to see you as well, my friend.
Hi, Tamer. As you said, I'm a Sinovate early supporter and will always be. Very glad to be here, guys.
Thank you. I want to thank the remaining team members who are not here today for their continuous hard work. Beat, Meep, Samet, our advisors, technical advisors, creative department, content creators, and community managers. Thank you for being part of our family. Now I would like to speak a little about Sinovate and then let our developers answer all the questions. Sinovate is an open source, enthusiastic blockchain community. It was born to create, build, and innovate. Our priority since day one was to be transparent, fair, and passionate to bring innovations to the crypto world. We started our journey in September 2008 as a no ICO and no pre-mine project, to be fair, just like Bitcoin did. We have brought many custom open source innovations to the crypto space. Sinovate is not a fork of any other project other than the base Bitcoin 0.17 core code. We are a decentralized autonomous organization, and the Infinity Node owners drive all our governance and decisions. We are going to have a hard fork in the upcoming days and release the first of its kind, a pure breed custom code from scratch called Infinity Node 1.0. Infinity Node 1.0 will be completely different from the Dash legacy master code. This time we're releasing our own code, and we will remove the masternode code from our code base once and for all. A cryptocurrency project, no matter how many innovations it brings, cannot have a sustainable future without a real life use case. Data is the oil of the 21st century, and cloud storage is on the rise to become the most needed service for individuals and corporations. Sinovate is determined to decentralize cloud storage and big data. We want to achieve storing and sending private information securely, fast, and cheap to make the world a better place. All our innovations, architectures, and infrastructures are being developed to make a difference in decentralized cloud storage solutions. Now is the time for our developers and other team members to explain what Sinovate is all about. Please proceed with the questions, my dear friend Barış.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful introduction, Cryptlander. So let's move on with the questions. First question, what's an Infinity Node? How is it different from a conventional master node? I believe to start with, it's the best to ask to our wonderful developers, XT Dev and Giaki, for this question, Infinity Nodes.
So let me present about the Infinity Nodes. Infinity Node is a chain system added in the blockchain project in order to provide some additional service. For the Sinovate project, the service of Infinity Node is to store the data and make the proof of entirety. There are many differences between the existing legacy masternode. First of all, the collectorant of Infinity Node is burnt. That means if you want to quit the Infinity Node, he will burn the collectorant. And this system of burnt makes Infinity Node very stable, at least 1 year, or at least the return of investment. And secondly, it makes Infinity Node predictable. That means we can see when Infinity Node will expire. So we have a vision about the Infinity Node.
Yes, as Swantan said, the main incentive for Infinity nodes is an economical incentive. Since node owners are required to burn their collateral, this will give us a very good stability in the network, because a node owner is required to keep his node online, and he only has 1 year to actually regain his rewards. It is not a system where For example, in Dash, you can plug and play your nodes. Nodes are infinity nodes because they will be always present on the network. The alternative to this will be losing money, and we know that the economic incentive through the years in human history has been the strongest incentive, and nothing has ever beaten it. So we can be pretty sure that infinity nodes will be rock solid stable.
Great, great. It's pure revolution, right? It's very stable, very secure, very strong network. Thanks to the infinity nodes. Very good job. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
So let's move on to the second question. People are asking, what is the primary use case of Sinovate? What are the plans for the future? Again, Jackie and you and I believe XT, our Satoshi, you can answer this question. What's our primary use case here?
Our primary use case for infinity nodes is data management using blockchain and the node services. In the near future, we will release a solution to store the small data site, like an email. And in the roadmap, we can optimize our solution by using the AI distributed computing and allow us to store bigger data site, like a video.
Great.
Yes, we'll slowly scale up our data capacity, because obviously it's a system we are currently developing. So as everything which is currently being developed will obviously start from smaller data size, since smaller objects are easier to store and easier to allocate. It will make it easier for us to start working on smaller data sizes. Our roadmap will eventually include bigger file sizes, so we'll be able to store a video in the Sinovate blockchain one day.
Great. Cryptblender, do you remember we were together in a blockchain meetup with you, and there you had an interview and you said Bitcoin decentralized money and we will decentralize data. I believe this is the main use case, right? Right?
Yes. I of course I remember. I want to add something. What about the deterministic way of the nodes, the new reward algo, the lock reward, and the Schnorr multi-sig signature? Can you guys tell us about these three too?
Sure. So, well, this is something which we are currently working on for this upcoming release. What has changed from the legacy Dash masternode system we are currently running right now is it permits us to be 100% sure of which masternode, or in this case, which infinity node we are paying out to. So in the event of a node owner receiving a reward, all the nodes in the network in that moment are sure that the node owner is behaving correctly, following the network rules, and is also supplying a service to the blockchain. This is something most other blockchains do not have yet, and it's something which I personally think is, from a technical point of view, the most innovative part of the whole new infinity node system. Another important thing is we implemented Schnorr signatures in this new infinity node system. So we have a much quicker way of aggregating signatures. The only competition we have from decentralized systems which are implementing collateralized nodes right now is Dash, and Dash is using BLS signatures. I won't be too technical here, but BLS signatures are much slower to compute. And this is the main advantage we get from using Schnorr signatures. And this is the main innovation right now in the system.
Perfect. Can I also ask one more question? What is the probability of the being hacked of this new system?
Zero. This is cryptographically proven, mathematically proven 100% hardened encryption, and it is impossible in any way, unless somebody finds a way of hacking the whole encryption standard we have up to date. It is impossible for this system to fail.
Perfect. We welcome every developer, every technical guy to check out our code, and we're going to have a very big bug bounty when we open the testnet for public. We're going to have a very big bug bounty for the developers to find bugs, critical bugs, so we can pay to them if they can find them.
Absolutely.
Great job. Okay, thank you all. And moving on to the third question.
Second. Third. Sorry.
Third one. What are the roles of the tires? Yeah, we have 3 tires, our infinity nose, little mid and big nose. What are the roles of these tires in the incorruptible data storage, in our data storage model of Sinovate?
Let me answer this question. Nowadays we have 3 tires. In our concept, the role of big node is a data container, and we armed and we hope the future owner is a company. You want to create a big node. The role of mid node is the backup of big node. When accidentally one node is offline, the data will be copied from big node to mid node, so we don't lose the data. And the role of mid node is do some additional service like a bridge for the messaging service.
Okay.
Yes, mainly what we aim for this tire network, as Santan was saying, is having a different economical allotment for different participants in the network. So based off which economic incentive you are ready to give to the network, you can choose a different type of node. Different type of nodes will have obviously different importance in the network based off how much they are actually invested. So, for example, our biggest tire will be aimed to corporations or, generally speaking, very big individuals in the current space. People which are able to keep 100% reliability, 100% uptime with the servers, and will always be able to provide the service to the network and the blockchain. Also, to keep the system fully fail-safe and avoid any type of issue, we have decided to give the opportunity to mid nodes to receive the data, which is currently being stored in big nodes, if these big nodes have some sort of technical issue. This means that mid nodes act as a backup layer, as a second layer of protection. And if this weren't enough, little nodes can be used to protect the data even more. So we have chosen to use as many layers of protection as possible in this current system.
Wonderful, great. Thank you very much, Yaki. And also, of course, XT. Next question. I think Cryptlander, you should answer this question. I know that you worked very hard on this. They're asking now is, will you have an updated white paper?
Sure. We've just released many things. We released a new website. We released our native mobile wallet, which is very important for us because the mobile wallet will in the future have a SYN Messenger direct messaging service. It will soon, we are hoping that right after the hard fork, it will be able to create infinity nodes via the mobile wallets and also the PC wallets. Our white paper, updated white paper light is like 99% 9 is ready. We're waiting for the translations of the different languages. Light version is 58 pages. And we're going to release our long version, which is called Sinopedia. It's going to have really wonderful and useful information about cryptocurrency world and more detailed information about Sinovate. And it's going to have around 130 pages, but we're not going to have it translated because poor translators for 130 pages, you know.
Amazing. Good job. So Cryptlanders just talked about SYN Messenger, direct messaging. Perfect timing for the 5th question coming from the Discord channel, Discord Sinovate channel. XT, I believe our Satoshi Nakamoto, Satoshi can answer this question because it's your project exactly. Sin Messenger, direct messaging. How does it work, XT?
Sin Messenger is an application which we use and profits of our Sin network. When user will connect to Sinovate network and broadcast a signal to say that, hello, I'm here, I'm online at IP address. When two people want to talk together, they will make direct connection. So nothing recorded on our Sinovate server. It's privacy and security.
Wow, great. Thank you very much.
So they will connect peer-to-peer. They will.
Yes, the connection is direct from two people.
They will know the IP addresses of two people, and then they will have no connection with the Sinovate network. They will be connecting by themselves, very secure, and no data is stored on any server, right?
Nothing.
Wonderful.
Cryptlander, this is also a revolution, right?
Yes, this is a big revolution.
Yeah, there are many headlines from this AMA session to the crypto industry, I believe. If people can't watch it live now, I believe Jayden will organize it and they can watch it later, right? People can watch it later through our YouTube channel and other channels.
Yes,
because there are lots
exactly.
of headlines here to work on it, for articles, that lots of things. Okay, so let's move on to the sixth question here. What is setup, the trustless and cold hosting service? Cryptlander, again, can you answer this question?
Sure. Setup Sinovate is a service that we just released last week. It is, well, for an Infinity node or a master node, to set up a node, you usually need a Linux PC with a static IP, and it's a long process. And people who are not experienced about this are always having problems to set up their nodes. So we released this service, web-based, cold hosting, 100% secure, and the funds stay with the user. When they're setting up their node, when they reach the session of setting up the Linux VPS, they just sign in to set up Sinovate, and they just receive an IP address and a private key from there, and they just copy that, and their node will start. This makes everything easier, but I talked about this like a minute ago. We're going to have an in-wallet inside the core PC wallet and inside the mobile wallet, not setup and hosting service soon, hopefully.
Very simple and perfect. Thank you. So you say that you use an enhanced e-governance model, which is called revolving sovereignty votes. XT, how does it work?
This is our innovation of vote system. The vote and the result of vote are safe on send. That means everyone can see, can verify, and can audit the result of vote. And in the future, the result of vote can be used as the condition to run or to trigger a smart contract.
Great, thank you.
I want to add something to this. It's driven by the Infinity node owners. All the votes, all the proposals are burned and removed from the supply. And also, due to the nature of the Infinity nodes, every node owner has a voting right 12 months, and it's revolving. In order to get a new voting right, they need to renew their nodes if they want to have a voice inside the network.
Yeah, it's the unique specialty of Infinity node in terms of voting as well, right? Great. So I believe this question it's answered by Giaki. He answered this very nicely. They're asking that if the Sinovate chain is secure enough, how do you protect your chain from possible attacks? They say, but Giaki just answered it in another question. Maybe quantum computers one day, if they come and hack everything, including Bitcoin, and then maybe will be attacked, right?
Absolutely. If that happens, we will have to cover behind some sort of rock and hope everything goes away, because if cryptography gets broken, there is absolutely nothing we can do. But assuming cryptography still works and mathematics still works, which I think is quite a safe assumption to do. We must remember that Sinovate right now has 2 layers of network protection, and soon we will add a third one too. First of all, so the first layer of protection, which is the first and immediate layer of protection, is a proof of work type of mechanism. We have a community of miners which actively mine using our own custom algorithm, X25X. And this community of miners ensures blocks are properly validated and respect all network rules. This makes it quite difficult, but we know that there is a possibility for what is a so-called 51% attack, where a miner controls enough hash power to take over the network. This is when we decided to take matters in our hands, and we have also developed what we call the infinity node lock reward. So infinity nodes will always follow the most correct chain. This is due to the economic incentive they possess. If they are not online on the correct chain, they will not get paid. So every single node owner will push for the most correct chain, the chain they consider most correct. In the event of a split, it is easy for nodes to validate which infinity node payments have gone through, since they're fully deterministic and fully be able to be validated from the network. So in that case, easily nodes can move to what is considered the longest chain. This does not come without any type of risk, so it's still not a complete system. To make the system complete, I have decided to implement my own custom proof-of-stake algorithm. I will be calling this algorithm proof-of-stake 4. It's been in the works for around 3 or 4 months. I will give it another half a year, if not a year, to complete it. I will also release a technical white paper, and I will also put up a personal private bounty paid out with my own funds to different proof-of-stake kernel experts to work on if there is any type of exploit or if it's something which cannot work. But adding proof-of-stake on top of proof-of-work and this infinity node layer, it gives us a pretty solid chain security.
Amazing, amazing, good job, Jackie. I can listen to you for hours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this one is, I believe, a very important question. How do you describe the Sinovate economy and business model? Okay, XT, can you tell us about our business model?
For sure. We create a special feature in our Sinovate project. Our network burn all network fee like transaction fee, vote fee, data store fee, or email fee. On this fee, create an income for network. And that income will be paid out for minor service, for owner service. And with this model, we can go to the deflation scale. Deflation scale is very important. On one day, we hope the day it come very soon.
Great. And Jackie?
Yes, as Xontan already said, the idea of network income is fundamental in Sinovate. First of all, transaction fees are not the only type of fee a user can pay on the Sinovate blockchain. We also have fees for storing data, obviously. We also have fees for voting, and we also have fees for messaging. These fees, once collected, as Swanton said, they will actually pay out the node owners and the miners which participate in validation. This creates a micro economy inside of our ecosystem, and this incentivizes the same node owners who are being paid to participate more in the network. This is a very genuine and organic growth cycle, and it is one of the most important aspects of the whole Sinovate economy, because when you have a crew of node owners and a group of miners which are actively participating in the network and see the effects of their participation in their earnings, they will be very, very moved to invest more into Sinovate. And this means that Sinovate potentially has the momentum to go forward even without any type of additional support. This is the most important thing.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Cryptlander, maybe you and XT and Jackie, you can all answer this question. It's about the actual return of investment of nodes. They say, why is the actual ROI of nodes so low? Aren't you afraid that it will go under 100% someday? You know, there are negative rates everywhere, all over the world. Are we going to go to negative rates one day in Sinovate?
XT can start, and then I will continue, and Jackie continue, and then I will answer.
I don't think we will have this case one day, because it's a market rule. If the investors see that they will have the negative raw, they will go to another project, create another masternode. I think this is a market rule, demand supplied.
Okay.
Yes, it's a pure market cycle, because the moment there is too much supply and there's not enough demand, the return of investment will be negative, most likely. But since it's something market adjusts automatically, people will stop making nodes once they see a negative interest rate. So there's only a certain amount of slots you can actually have inside the Infinity node network. And this will only make us have a more organic but more performant basis of nodes, because if you only have a certain amount of slots of nodes available, people will try to compete for these slots, and this leads to another microeconomy, which will be the performance of the servers in our network. It all comes together to get a bigger and better experience for the end user.
So we will see a big spark in the coming days, right? Because
absolutely.
June, first week of June, there are lots of nodes expiring. Cryptlander?
I want to add something. Infinity nodes have a 12-month lifetime. Every 12 months they expire and they need to be renewed. Infinity node started last year in June. It was like 12 months ago, and the first early node owners had their return on investment 55 to 60% annually, and we're going to have an article about this in the upcoming days, about the examples of 10 big, mid, and mini node owners who earned how much on their return on investment. And due to the expiring nodes of every 12 months, every year in June, there will be opening of new slots, and there will be a big opportunity for higher rewards.
Okay, so what I understand is this from all three of you. Let Germany worry about negative rates. Let Switzerland, let United States worry about negative rates. Here in Sinovate, we have quite a big range for passive income.
The node owners will always earn more than they invest. This is the most important thing. We're never going to see a negative investment like XT.
Great job. Cryptlander, I want to continue with you. This is a question I believe you can answer. When will the team have a fully working one-click method for creating a node?
Well, I answered this question, I think 2 times in my recent...
both in your interaction.
Yes, but I want to add it again. We're going to release an in-wallet 1-2-click node setup inside the PC wallet.
Which is when, Cryptlander, which is when?
We are hoping that it will be with the hard fork wallet release. And when will be the hard fork? We are soon going to be in private testnet, and then we will go into public testnet, and we will have a big bug bounty for developers to find critical bugs and get a chance to earn and be a part of a Sino owner. It will be soon, I think, but I cannot give a date right now. But we will have in wallet And also the most important thing, it will be easy to set up their node inside their mobile wallet. It will be very easy.
This is a great news, especially for me. It's a big news because I know it's very hard for me to make a node, but I'm doing well. But this is a great news. Okay, then there's a question: in a world with so many big players in cloud storage like Amazon, Google, Azure, which will be our steps to attract customers? How will we fight with these big names, XT, and also again Jackie? Can you answer this question?
So for me, the key of our solution is the privacy, the fee, and the support of the great blockchain community. That is the key. Make we win.
Jackie?
Yes, something that, apart from obviously what Santan said, which is correct and very important, something I want to stress is the fact that we will have a great advantage on all the big players right now in the cloud storage, because we are a peer-to-peer platform. This means we will not take any type of cut on node owners for ourselves, and we don't need to pay any third intermediary between the consumer and the node provider. This means that we can face a reduction in costs, which can be quite substantial because most big players right now do have an overcharge on what many data center providers actually give them as rates because they need to profit their companies. We are a blockchain. We do not need to profit. We are not a company. We can connect people directly to data centers with no fee, fully openly verifiable, with no type of control, no type of KYC, no type of limitation. This is what I think will give us a winning edge on bigger players today.
This is what blockchain is for. Cryptlander?
I want to also add something. I talked about the importance of cloud storage, and cloud storage is not secure. That's the first thing, like XTDev said, but also very expensive. Amazon Web Services S3 is $25 a terabyte. If we can bring a service faster, safer, and cheaper, then the question is already answered.
Okay, right. So moving on to the next one, we quite covered this stuff about infinity nodes and the master nodes, conventional master nodes, but you know, the revolution of Sinovate, I believe it's opening a new path to blockchain, to master node technology. And this question is about it. How can master node projects save their projects by implementing the infinity node technology? Again, GRK and XT, and also Cryptlander, if you had something about it.
Well, I'll start then if nobody wants to talk. Well, first of all, I think that the most important thing we must remember is that most masternodes nowadays run on some decent amount of Linux VPSs in some data center in some part of the world. All of these masternodes do not use in any way their storage. This storage is left there for system operations and is mostly left unused. The idea could be of existing masternode owners using this unused storage on their virtual private server to actually host a Sinovate node. This is something which could be easily achieved and could lead to a more efficient utilization of resources, because as an investor, you want to utilize your resources at the best rate possible. If you're not using something, you're paying for it, and you're losing money. Investors do not want to lose money. That's the economic incentive.
Santan? Cryptlander?
If you want to talk XTDev, I can continue after.
For me, technically, the masternode can use our reward angle. Our reward angle is very security. That even if someone have 19% of network, they can break our angle of reward. So the existing masternode project can profit of our new angle reward.
Yeah, security is the key here.
Yes.
Cryptlander?
Like Jackie said, all masternode projects, they have running nodes, but their resources are not used. And IDS, incorruptible data storage, decentralized cloud of Sinovate will be a marketplace without a middleman. And that marketplace, in that marketplace, all the masternode projects that forks our Infinity Node code will be able to have a use case. Well, all the projects, masternode projects without the use case can have a use case by selling their resources to the IDS marketplace.
Right. So here's this one. Cryptlander, you talked this in the Discord channel. The Earn campaign, it attracted quite an attention, if I'm right. They're asking about the Earn campaign. What are the expectations and objectives for customers to Earn campaign? Can you start, or maybe XD and Cryptlander, both of you?
XD, please.
So Sinovate is a fair project. We launched the project without ECO, without premise. So Earn campaign is a tool to call our supporter to help us by hold their coin. That's a time to release our feature, to release our roadmap. And the user can hold by 2 clicks in our core wallet. They will receive they will get back the fund and the rate in future.
Thank you very much.
The Earn is, we call it HODL coin offering. It's a marketing campaign. It will run for 75 days. From the start of the hard fork, it will run for 75 days. It will be, the users will get incentives, passive income by locking their coins. They will lock their coins for 3, 6, or 12 months. Their coins will stay in their wallet. Their wallets no need to be open all the time, and their wallets will not spend any resources or electric. They can just like XTDev said, they can just with 2 clicks lock and then open their computer after 3 months or 12 months and receive back their coins with the interest.
Another great way of hodling, another great way of passive income. Thank you very much. So another question from Discord, and here I believe we are going to Ireland. Good evening, Ireland. Wayne is there. They're asking about our plans for marketing. You know, awareness is everything these days. So what do you think? What are we doing? What are we going to do about marketing?
Well, like it was just explained there a second ago by Tamir and XD, the HCO program is a big program to kind of allow everyone to get involved in Sinovate. And it's something that we're really, we're really keen and fond of, is to make sure Sinovate, everyone can get some Sinovate in some way. Now, as I said, as Tamir said, you can get up to 15% per year by locking your Sinovate coins. That's a big incentive for everyone. That's the current campaign. Going on to more current things at the moment is probably most people are aware of me in Discord as Crypto Ants Marketing, and here he comes with another survey. It's a big thing, is surveying of people and all that to get better information for ourselves to use. So the marketing plan will be released hopefully soon. This is where all them answers, niggly little questions that I would have asked, this is all the benefits of it, and only for a strong community and support from everyone within Discord and outside, it'll see the fruits of the labor, basically, with the marketing plan. From there, for current campaigns would be with articles, as Tamir said earlier in the AMA, that we'll have articles coming out targeting specific points of all the developments that the hard-working development team has worked on, and it needs to be properly explained. And we feel that the articles are going to be a cornerstone for this. Also, we'll have YouTube videos. Will come up. I can't say too much about where they are. It'll be, you'll find them, you'll see them, you'll definitely hear about them.
Okay.
Obviously, the next big thing would be the listing on Probit Exchange. This is happening the 8th of this month. So like, it's a great opportunity for Sinovate to break into the Asian market. And it's a massive jump for an exchange amount of volume. It's up to 48 million, I think, per day gets traded, which is huge for Sinovate anyway. They're kind of what we're currently working on in the future. Now, again, it's a lot of different things to work on for the future, but exchanges will always be something that we'll be working on now. There's currently is an exchange very close to we are to getting onto it. It's a top tier exchange. Maybe Tamir might want to explain it a little bit more if he wants to in a minute, sure. But like that's one thing. Transparency is a key thing I find for any crypto project nowadays. We all know, we all been around crypto long enough that for so long people were hidden behind screens and no one knew who each other was. This has changed massively, and I think Sinovate can be one of the teams that lead this. That we were discussing earlier about trying to have like we do bring out weekly and monthly reports. We plan on trying to bring out either a weekly or monthly live video report. So you'll see the team will discuss what's going on. It'll be more laid back approach to it. You'll see the team will discuss it, and as I said, it'll be up for everyone to see. So everyone knows what we're talking about. Everyone sees it being in articles, complete transparency, and pretty much partnerships. Again, always looking for strong partnerships. As I said, what can we bring to them? What can they bring to us? Because you always can benefit from strong partnerships. So it's the whole idea of it is to get Sinovate out there more, get more people aware of it. And I think good, strong partnerships will work for that. So like overall, I think we're really in a really strong position. As I said, with the marketing plan, we have our long-term goals set out. We have our short-term goals set out. And I think we're in really strong position in terms of marketing. So that's kind of more or less it. There is other bits and pieces, but I don't want to divulge too much information right now. So we'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much, Wayne. Great job, really. The potential partnerships and the exchange listings always very important. Like Probit is very good news, but I believe in the overall, as you said, for marketing, sincerity, transparency is the most important thing, and I see this a lot from this team. It's like 45 minutes now. It's really a great team, it's an amazing team. Congratulations to all of you. And there are questions coming. Cryptbender,
I want to add something. We are going to get listed on Probit Exchange. Probit is a very promising exchange, and they're getting very big. They are getting bigger and bigger every day. We are so active on the social media, so I can see their progress, and they're getting very good at it. And I just congratulated them today, even their CMO. And last week I signed an NDA with a top tier exchange, and in July we're going to get get listed on a very big exchange, and it will be a big surprise for our supporters.
Great. And by the way, Cryptbender, many people were thinking that you were a bot, but now they can see you. You're a human being, but a Superman, something like this. He can't be real. He is up all the time. He should be a bot, a very advanced bot. Now he's a human being, advanced human being. But Cryptbender, congratulations. So, as I said, it's an amazing team. Really, I'm proud of all of you. And if I'm a part of this, I'm really proud. There's this question coming from our live viewers from Discord or YouTube. I don't know. Jayton sent me this message from WhatsApp. How big is Sinovate team today? For today, Cryptbender, what do you think? How big is Sinovate team?
In terms of size or in terms of power?
Both of them.
Well, we have more than 30 almost full-time members. We are very solid right now, and like our foundation and structure is we are very strong. That's what I can say.
Yeah, it's an amazing team. It's like a dream team. We talked before.
Yes, it's a dream team right now. Well, it's it's very difficult to gather a team like this, and it takes years, really. And it took us 1.5 years, but I can say right now that our team is 100% solid.
Exactly. And Jaden out of our Satoshi's.
There are so many members
from Paris.
watching, but there are so many team members who are watching, but not on this AMA right now. But our users and community will see them in the upcoming times when we will have live team meetings. We are planning on live team meetings.
Great. Yeah.
I would add that in fact the team is infinity. In fact, because the team is as well the community, and so we have no borderline for the team. Yes, we have full-time people working for Sinovate, but we are all the team as a community all together.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
I want to add something.
Yeah, maybe.
My point of view is we are a very international team, and that's a really good point, and all dedicated to Sinovate. And one of the main thing is that we are all blockchain believers and big data believers in blockchain fields. So that's all the difference.
Yeah, true. Very important. It's all about believing. It's all about transparency, sincerity, working hard. This team all has it all. Thank you very much, Remy. So, Cryptlander, you answered this many times today and before, but Sinovate VPS, they're asking this: is it really a two-click setup?
Well, the VPS side is yes, 2-click. They just sign up, they pay, and then they receive the IP address and the private key. 2 clicks, 3 process. But users are they shouldn't confuse this with the whole setup. If they have the setup of the nodes web-based, then it will not be secure. They need to burn their coins inside their wallet, and their funds stay inside the wallet. But we will bring the real 2-click setup soon. Yeah, we are working on it.
Great. And the roadmap for it, of course. So this question is, why Shadow Sand was removed? Cryptlander, who's going to answer this? Why Shadow Sand was removed?
I can answer, and our guys can also answer.
Yeah, I can answer it too.
Shadow Sand was not really a privacy solution, first of all. It's a coin mixing solution. And we removed it because we saw that governments and many exchanges were after the privacy coins, they were delisting them. And in order to be a privacy, well, Shadow Sand doesn't deserve to be a privacy. And I don't think exchanges should delist us or not list us because of the Shadow Sand feature. But in the future, we will have a real privacy solution and multi-stealth addresses, I think, right? It's what multi-stealth addresses. We are going to have dual stealth addresses. We're going to have a real privacy solution in the future. And also Shadow Sand was a private sand feature of Dash, and we removed all the Dash code from our code base. Our guys can speak now.
Okay. Anyone?
Yeah, well, mostly it's also due to the fact that it's a very slow process. Shadow Sand is very inefficient, and it's been proven to be extremely inefficient. To spend fully anonymous coins, you need to leave them in your wallet for up to 1 week in some events. This high fees, slow speed, it's not a good solution, and we can't let our users use such a bad solution. So we went through and removed it. It wasn't very used at all, fortunately.
Great. So, who's going to answer this? Will you offer cloud hosting on your nodes? Are we going to offer cloud hosting on our nodes?
Well, what we are doing right now is offering cloud hosting right now. If they're asking about data storage on our nodes, yes.
I think they are asking about data storage.
Yes, we're going to offer data storage on our nodes too.
It's coming. So I think, Rıdvan, this is for you. They want to watch it again, watch this session again in Turkish subtitles. So
yes,
we should do it.
Yes,
yeah, we can do it, right?
We will have many subtitles, but we need time to work on them because this is a long process. But we will definitely have them.
Of course.
For the Turkish members, I'm going to have an AMA next week, but I can also connect with them live on Zoom, or they can watch us. We can do this with the Turkish members of the team. We can do this too.
Yeah, we can do a Turkish version of this AMA, and also,
exactly.
but also we will work on this, and we will put Turkish subtitles and other languages
Sure.
for this AMA. The first AMA is the charm, right? So, okay, here for now, Jayden, I think this is all for live questions too. Well, guys, this was really amazing. Thank you all for participating, for being here, and to all our viewers. There were many, as I said before, there were many headlines for the crypto industry in this like 53 minutes now. It's 55 minutes now. It's technically, first of all, Sinovate is really a revolution in terms of data business, I believe. And also its economy, its business model, as I'm hearing this from you, I think this is what blockchain is about, as I said before. And for marketing, I'm quite sure awareness of Sinovate will be huge in the following months. It's really amazing job. Congratulations to all of you. Who's gonna add anything? So in these last minutes, Cryptlander will say something, or maybe.
Yes, sure. I want to add something. Besides being a payment system, well, and I don't think there are so many coins, so many cryptocurrencies, and if Bitcoin and Ethereum can be a payment system, what are they doing? The most important thing, other than the payment system, is the decentralized cloud. We think it's the most important thing for the blockchain, for the use case, blockchain use case.
Okay. Anyone? Remy, are you going to add something?
Yeah, I want to add something. We've seen that in further forecasts for 2023, the market sizing in terms of cloud storage and cybersecurity will increase like slightly, and there is no, in today's numeric world, there's no real alternative open source big scale international project with such values as we are bringing. So I think we have perfect legitimacy to go on this stage, and really, if we achieve what we say, it's an open road for us. So I'm all in.
Thank you. So, okay, Jackie, XD, Wayne, of course, Cryptlander, and once again, thank you very much to everyone for joining us tonight. I hope to see you soon in another meetup. And for now, good night, right? Let's finish it.
Thank you so much for everyone. It was a perfect meeting for the first time. First perfect Ask Me Anything session.
There will be some others, I guess.
Yes, it was very nice to see you guys, and we will continue this.
Yeah, we will continue these meetups in Turkish, in English, many times. And when we get to, I have a promise to all of you. We are doing this kind of virtual meetups many times for our jobs or something, about COVID virus. But we do this a lot. And one day, when we get to 150 million market cap, 50 million market cap, we'll meet where XT is in Paris or where Jayden is in Netherlands. It doesn't matter. We'll go and you'll meet up all together face to face, and I'll buy all the drinks. Okay?
I'll buy all the drinks.
Okay. Deal. We will share. Don't worry.
You'll share. Okay,
We
absolutely.
share the network income.
So it's going to be
Absolutely.
a decentralized meetup. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
question.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye, bye.
Bye all.
Bye, 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 all.